Mason, and welcome to our last broadcast of the semester for Mason Cable News. I'm Kylan Adams.
And I'm Ariel Thornhill.
Ariel, how is your last week before finals going?
You know, it's really stressful, but I'm happy that, I'm getting everything out of the way so I can celebrate my break.
I'm excited too for that.
Well, kicking off the second last week of this semester, the Office of Student Media is sponsoring a week-long celebration of our namesake George Mason's legacy and ideas. Happy Birthday, George will take place December 7th through 11th. Today there was a Freedom Kiosk hosted by 4th Estate and the Society of Professional Journalists from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Thursday, December 10th, there will be an open mic night in which you can share your special talent with the Mason community from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. in the JC Bistro. Friday the 11th, there will be a celebration in honor of George Mason's legacy and ideas at his 290th birthday bash. It will be held in the Hub Corner Pocket from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m.
Tomorrow, the HIV/AIDS awareness t-shirt opportunity is back. Be one of the first 75 people to wear red and post a picture of yourself on Instagram tagging at GMU_pack with the hashtag Red Alert Fashion Show, and you can win a friend limited edition t-shirt. Also this Friday is the Evolution HIV/AIDS Awareness Fashion Show. Students and staff tickets are being sold in student involvement for $5, and non-Mason tickets are being sold in the Center for the Arts box office for $8. Please tune into Mason Cable Network as we live stream along with pre-show interviews.
For our on-campus residents, here are a few rules to keep in mind as we approach the end of the semester. Residents are required to move out 24 hours before their last final or by 6 p.m. on December 19th. All campus housing will reopen on January 15th at 10 a.m. Remember that there will be room checks over break, so make sure to dispose of any unauthorized or prohibited items. Also, clean out all of your food from your dorm so nothing spoils. Remember, unplug all appliances like your television, your microwave, and your refrigerator. Remember, too, to set your thermostat to 68 degrees. Also, if you need a place to stay over winter break, you can apply to stay on campus on eLiving. For more information, please visit housing.gmu.edu.
Stay tuned. After this commercial break, we'll have Kira White with Freshman Corner.
Hello, Mason Patriots. Welcome to our last segment of Freshman's Corner. I'm your host, Kira White. As this semester comes to a close, I had the opportunity to talk with some freshmen about their first semester at college.
My first semester has been going okay. I met a lot of nice people, and I joined 2 clubs already here. I joined FCA, which is the Filipino Cultural Association, and Christians on Campus, and I'm actually really glad I joined those clubs.
So my first semester at George Mason, overall it was a great time. However, academics-wise, I learned a lot. I learned that procrastination is not a good thing to do. I know for next semester I'm going to change a lot of my ways. One being that I'm going to start my work earlier, go to office hours, take advantage of those.
Second semester, what I would like to do differently, I noticed that changing my studying environment does kind of help me a lot with focusing on because I have chemistry and bio, so I come here at the Hub sometimes to study, and I like being in places like this.
Overall, I met a great group of friends. I have a great roommate. Her name is Kira. And I can't wait till my second semester here so I can change what I learned and basically end the year successfully.
Well, Mason Patriots, I hope your first semester was as great as mine and as successful as mine. Please join our new anchor, Carlia Swanson, next semester with Freshman's Corner. Have a great break, Mason. The Board of Visitors has unanimously agreed to extend the contract of President Angel Cabrera for a second 5-year term. President Cabrera wrote a message to the members of the Mason community yesterday stating that it is true privilege to be able to serve this exceptional academic community. From all of us here at Mason Cable News, we want to congratulate President Cabrera on his second term.
Speaking of presidents, over the weekend, President Obama addressed the nation from the Oval Office concerning the San Bernardino terror attack. Here's a clip from the speech.
Good evening. On Wednesday, 14 Americans were killed as they came together to celebrate the holidays. They were taken from family and friends who loved them deeply. They were white and black, Latino and Asian, immigrants and American-born, moms and dads, daughters and sons. Each of them served their fellow citizens, and all of them were part of our American family. Tonight, I want to talk with you about this tragedy, the broader threat of terrorism, and how we can keep our country safe. The FBI is still gathering the facts about what happened in San Bernardino, but here's what we know. The victims were brutally murdered and injured by one of their co-workers and his wife. So far, we have no evidence that the killers were directed by a terrorist organization overseas or that they were part of a broader conspiracy here at home. But it is clear that the two of them had gone down the dark path of radicalization, embracing a perverted interpretation of Islam that calls for war against America and the West. They had stockpiled assault weapons, ammunition, and pipe bombs. So this was an act of terrorism designed to kill innocent people.
Last week, U.S. Defense Secretary Ashton Carter announced that all military combat jobs will be open to female troops. Carter declared, "Women will now be able to contribute to our mission in ways they could not before. They'll be allowed to drive tanks, fire mortars, and lead infantry soldiers into combat. They'll be able to serve as Army Rangers in Green Berets, Navy SEALs, Marine Corps Infantry, Air Force parajumpers, and everything else that previously they were not able to do." Though this is a major step for our country's military, there are many critics for this policy. Reasons include lower standards for women, which in turn could leave them unprepared for combat after training.
In a current poll from US Today, Republican candidate Donald Trump is leading the GOP election by a whopping 27%. Following the survey, Trump released a controversial statement saying he wants to bar all Muslims from entering the United States. He stated, You're going to have many more World Trade Centers if you don't solve it." This statement has subjected Trump to backlash from GOP leaders. At a press conference on Tuesday, House Speaker GOP Paul Ryan has also slammed Trump. He said what was proposed yesterday is not what this party stands for. White House Press Secretary John Ernst stated that the fact is what Donald Trump said yesterday disqualifies him from serving as president. Take into account that this does not mean he is barred from the campaign. Trump's blasphemy statements only seems to have deepened his appeal to a subset of Republican voters, leading to a frustrated party establishment. Predictions of his demise have all proved to be premature.
Earlier today, there was a tweet sent out from George MCNews' Twitter account. The tweet said, "Getting set up for Plantation Christmas at #George Mason's Gunston Hall. Lots of activity on the plantation today." It accompanied a photo of a Thanksgiving table being set up. Shortly after the tweet was posted, Twitter erupted. There was lots of controversy over this tweet. A junior stated, "I think it was extremely bad taste. It seems like the people that organized it didn't realize the wrong in the situation." A freshman at Mason said, "I see why some people may be offended. However, I don't believe they meant to be hurtful. We all say some things that we don't see as offensive when in fact it may be." And lastly, a senior at GMU said, "GMU endorsing Plantation Christmas is unacceptable. Plantations were slave labor camps. George Mason was a slave owner, who in fact housed slaves on Gunston Plantation. Should we revisit these times of oppression? As an institution that prides itself on diversity and inclusion, it is important to recognize the enslavement of millions of African Americans, which should not be celebrated. Whether intentional or not, we must, as an institution, acknowledge the historical facts." Here's Sydney Peterson with your sports report.
You're listening live to Improv for Mason here on WGMU Radio, heard WGMUradio.com.
You know, it wasn't my idea.
Today's show with our special guest interview for this team in the new conference.
Welcome to a special
It's been
edition of the
a
First
great
Pick.
transition for me personally. I love Mason.
The very talented David Keckner.
I'm great. How are you doing?
Reed, Jonah, it was a pleasure having you on the show today.
I did.
I'm Ben Simpson. On the phone today, we have Drew McGarry, successful author, writer. You're listening to WGMU Radio on WGMUradio.com.
Hello and welcome back to our Mason Sports Report. I'm your host, Sydney Peterson. Unfortunately, the men's basketball team fell to the University of Northern Iowa this week. The final score of the game was 73-65. The team, though, will travel to James Madison University this Saturday to take on the Dukes. We would like to give a huge congrats to our men's basketball team head coach, Dave Paulson, for receiving his 400th career victory when the team defeated on Saturday night in the Eagle Bank Arena. The team defeated Penn with a final score of 63-44. This is an extreme accomplishment that us Patriots are very proud of. The women's basketball team had an outstanding week. The women defeated University of Delaware after going into double overtime with a final score of 90-83. The game was home in the Eagle Bank Arena. Next up for the team is their last home game of 2015. The game will be against Air Force on December 19th at 1 p.m. in the RAC. Well, Mason Nation, that is all I have for you this week. I will not see you until after we return after winter break. I wish you all a safe and fun break, and Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
Hey Mason Nation, how's it going? I truly hope classes are going well for you this week, as this is the last week of classes before finals, and it is sadly also our last entertainment broadcast for the fall semester. Well, anyway, I'm so happy to be back on the couch with you and to be your source for entertainment news nationally, as well as in the DMV area. Kicking off our first entertainment news story of the week, on Saturday, December 12th at 8 p.m., our favorite Pops Orchestra will appear for its annual Christmas concert in the Center for the Arts Concert Hall to deck the hall with jubilant sounds of cherished Christmas carols, beloved holiday favorites, and popular songs of the Christmas season. This performance is sponsored by Professor and Mrs. James T. Bennett, which we greatly appreciate. This joyous concert is one of our most popular holiday traditions here at Mason and at the Center. It is a heartwarming evening of seasonal music performed by this amazing orchestra. So depending on your seating section, tickets are $54, $46, $32, and like I always say, one free student ticket is available with a valid Mason ID. So this year's program will feature a special arrangement of Jingle Bells, a jazz trio medley of popular holiday tunes, and of course, the orchestra's annual performance of Leroy Anderson's amazingly jubilant Sleigh Ride.
Led by founder and artistic director Anthony Maiello, this fine orchestra, comprising 60 of the best musicians in the metro area, celebrates the season with timeless Christmas music and promises to be a fantastic holiday treat for those young and old alike. But if you're looking to revisit your childhood sometime soon, Sesame Street Live Make a New Friend Tour will be visiting Eagle Bank Arena, formerly the Patriot Center, on Friday, December 11th through Sunday, December 13th. Again, depending on your seating section, tickets for the event range from $18 to $45. There is a show on Friday at 10:30 a.m. and another show on Saturday, December 12th at 10:30 a.m. as well. You can even catch a matinee showing on Saturday too, and that is at 2 p.m. The final two shows of the tour will be on Sunday, December 13th at 1 p.m. and another at 4:30 p.m. So, there are so many opportunities to watch your favorite Sesame Street cast perform, and you don't want to miss it because I hear it is going to be a great performance. Last, but definitely not least of our broadcast, in Celebrity Land, Creative Artist Agency has closed a deal to acquire the New York-based boutique talent agency known as Peloton Entertainment, which specializes in representing reality TV producers. Peloton reps producers and shingles behind a slew of unscripted cable series, including History Channel's Pawn Stars and Alone, Discovery Channel's Yukon Men, and even FYI's Tiny House Nation. The company is headed by a man called Rob Miller, and Miller will be joined at Creative Artist Agency by his colleague Daniel. Peloton Entertainment is actually among the most respected companies in this industry and has done incredible work on behalf of some of the most accomplished players in the global alternative television market. The deal is a sign of Creative Artist Agency, bolstering in its clout in the unscripted arena at a time of consolidation among the biggest network groups and production and entities. Under Braun and Wattenberg's guidance, Creative Artist Agency has close to 100 reality series currently on broadcast and on cable. So Creative Artist Agency is definitely, when I tell you, killing the game. But Mason Nation, these are the only entertainment broadcasts I have for you this week. I really appreciate you watching, and have a great week, and I'll see you very soon next semester right here on the couch.
Welcome back. Finals week is right around the corner for Mason students. Here are a few tips on ways to keep you focused through this stressful week. Number 1, stay organized. Number 2, make sure you get plenty of sleep. Number 3, stay hydrated. Number 4, don't forget to shower and eat. Even though it's finals, do not forget about the daily basic routines. And finally, after every 30 minutes of studying, take a 10-minute break. And then do not wait till the last minute because it will only stress you out. I think these are good tips. What do you all think about it?
I definitely agree. We just need to make sure we follow them. Especially the one about showering. That's a great idea. Great idea.
So, this has been an excellent semester for us here at Mason Cable News. As you can see, all of the anchors, well, most of us are here. And we would like to thank all of our producers, cameramen, and anchors for helping us out with this show. And we especially would like to thank our executive producer of news, Kayla West, for her contributions to the news. And we wish her good luck as she graduates this semester.
Well, our time here at the news desk is coming to a close, but we thank you for watching us this semester. Be sure to stay tuned to watch Noticiero GMU with Ismar Ventura, where he will give the top 5 news stories in Spanish. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Mason Cable News and subscribe to our channel on YouTube at Mason Cable Network. For the last time this semester, I'm Ariel Thornhill.
I'm Sydney Peterson.
I'm Kylan Adams.
I'm Carlia Swanson.
I'm Alexis Wood.
I'm Gina Jerome.
And I'm Kira White.
And I'm Deja Gore.
Happy holidays, Mason!